GoPro 8 is going to be released in a couple weeks, and boy, are people excited. All their so-called people they've given cameras to for free are making video after video, and they're amazing editors. I didn't see one regular guy having it. I just shook my head. Every GoPro that was uploaded, them describing it, every one of those people that got their GoPros for free, they're crooks and they're liars. And that's all there is to it. I had to search high and low, but I found a blog post, and I can't find it now. But I did find it, I read it, and I went, interesting and not surprising. He reported the camera gets extremely hot on 4K. He was saying 150 and 120 Fahrenheit, to the point you can't even hold the camera. He even broke the glass on the camera, which was sent back to Canon. They sent the guy another one for testing. This guy was giving an honest review, but not a video. He was writing it. And maybe if you go and search, you'll find him. But he said the GoPro is not made as sturdy as the other GoPros. So it's a little more delicate. I thought that was interesting. But everybody else, every video out there, this GoPro is amazing. It does everything. It has no flaws. It's perfect. Yet every GoPro that's ever been made, I got the 4, I've got the 5 here, you know. There was problems with all of them. They'd overheat, they'd shut down in 15 minutes. I mean, all kinds of problems with the GoPros. Always has been when they released. It's almost like GoPro was trying to put the cutting edge technology into a GoPro, but then something always didn't go right. So let's take a closer look at this GoPro 8. And here's something else really weird about this. Let me explain this to you. See, the GoPro's coming out, and it has all these mods, a media mod, display mod, light mod. But you can't buy the mods until 2 months from now. And the media mod, I really don't care about the display mod. I mean, I can see what that is. I frame myself, big deal. Light mod, okay, it throws some light. But the media mod is a microphone, which connects to the camera. And it's a real nice, tight unit. Okay, you look at this. And if I put this on my backpack, okay, look how high this sits off of me. Just so I can hear the microphone, the brick, and everything all in one unit. And when you start walking, all right, this has no stabilization or gimbal in it whatsoever. So it's going to be bouncy all over the place with this GoPro 5. But the GoPro 8 has amazing stabilization. So literally everything this microphone gets off. I mean, I literally come down to a very nice package. It doesn't sit on my shoulder very high. I mean, it would be awesome. But I would like somebody to tell the truth for a change. What are the limitations? And they're going to release a camera in 2 weeks, but you can't buy the media mod. You don't even know what the media mod sounds like. This microphone could sound like you're in an elevator or you're echoing in an echo chamber. And you have no idea. 2 months later, they released a microphone, which is $80. Then you're going to go buy it, and you're going to go like, oh, well, that was shit. Like, what was I thinking? And meanwhile, you spent $400 for the camera. Now, at the same time, you got to understand this. Everything's changed with the GoPro 8. You got to buy all brand new accessories. Okay? GoPro's $400, $399. Let's say I buy one battery with it. That's 20 bucks. Let's say I buy a charger, and that comes with one battery to charge 2 batteries at the same time off a battery. That's 50 bucks. And let's say I want the media mod, you know, the microphone. That's 80 bucks. I'm going to be in for $549.96. 550 bucks. Just with that. 3 batteries, microphone, ready to go. Now, you can put a display mod on for another 80 where you can see yourself, but you need the media mod to do it. You'll be into $629.95. Light mod, let's say I want to add the light to the media mod, I'm into $679.94. $680 by the time I have this great camera. Now, here's the dilemma with this. The media mod connects to the camera, which in turn the microphone is using GoPro's 8's batteries. And these batteries ain't that big. And then you got the display mod. If you add that, that's going to be using the battery too. And then you get the light mod, which light is also using your battery. So everything is feeding off that one battery. this is getting scary. Nobody on YouTube has these media mods whatsoever. Nobody could test them. They haven't showed anybody them. It's almost like they're keeping them top secret. Is there a problem we don't know about? Is there something they're hiding with this thing? I mean, the package is great. I mean, it's a nice little package. I love it. Now, the microphone that's built in front of the camera, it sounds okay. I mean, better than any other GoPro, but it doesn't sound as good as this audio here that I'm talking with. You know, so you would think, and I don't mind waiting 2 months to buy the microphone for GoPro, okay? I don't mind that. But you'd think GoPro would have made a video with the media mod, with the microphone connected to the GoPro 8, and I can hear it. I can hear it in the wind. I can hear it in different scenarios with a crowd. So I could hear how that microphone performs. Now, if I know how it performs, then heck, it sounds good. I would go for it. But I don't know if it's even going to, maybe it'll sound like a train station. How the heck do I know? Not one person they gave this GoPro to on YouTube, all their so-called fancy editors, even had the media mod to test it. They didn't have it at all. I'm just kind of shaking my head. I'm seeing a flaw here. Actually, two flaws. I'm seeing one flaw where they got these media mods all feeding off that one battery, and just maybe that battery's not going to last very long. The other problem I'm seeing, if you look close at the media mod, and I'll have a photo up here, you notice I got a dead cat on here. Well, that's so the sound sounds good on a windy day, so the wind doesn't take over. That microphone doesn't have a dead cat. And that microphone really doesn't stick out that far to have a dead cat. So is it being done in camera? That's the part I don't know. I've got a lot of I don't knows. But what's amazing is the lemmings, the people, the fools. I mean, when I'm sitting back and I'm looking at their Facebook page and their posts, people are just like throwing their money at it. All right, GoPro 8, yes. And I'm like, wow, they must know something I don't know. Now, if you're buying a GoPro, you want that smooth footage, you're just going to set it on a motorcycle or you're going to jump out in a parachute, you really don't need the sound, and you're going to run 1080p, I mean, yeah, go out and buy it. It's awesome, right? But if you need the sound and you need that media mod for $80 like I do, and I'm sure a lot of other people do, because they're not marketing this as this, you know, you got to be this superhuman jumping out of parachutes deal. They're actually attacking vloggers now. And it is a very, very sweet setup. It's very sweet looking, nice and compact. Man, I hope this all works the way it's supposed to. I really do. I want this. I don't care about the 4K. If I record in 4K, it'll be in slow-mo, and it'll be for maybe 10 seconds, 20 seconds here and there, just to put together some B-roll. And the reason I would only use 1080p is because, well, I got a GoPro 5, I got a GoPro 4. I could use all three GoPros on 1080p 60, throw them on some cheap tripods, and I could have three different shots from different angles. Perfect. And it would look really cool. I could remove this off, put the GoPro 8 on because it has the built-in gimbal stuff. I mean, everything gets a lot smaller, and now it's going to sit on my shoulder, and it's going to look great when I'm walking. That's awesome. The only problem that this GoPro 8 has that I'm seeing right now is it's expensive. It ain't cheap. By the time you add all the mods and 3 batteries, you're up to almost $700. I mean, for that type of money, you could go buy a Canon 80D, you know, and interchangeable lenses and do all kinds of stuff with this. Can't do 4K though. No 4K. But from the only review I found, the 4K heats up extremely hot. The 4K was heating up in the GoPro 7. They were only getting 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then the camera was shutting down. Well, the camera housing hasn't changed much. There's no fans, there's no vents. They can't do that, or else, you know, as soon as you submerge it, it's going to get hot. It's going to be, you know, you destroy the camera. So common sense says the housing's the same. The camera still gets hot. It's not meant to run on 4K for an hour or 2 hours. And even the SD chip they're giving you with this is garbage. So I don't even know what you're going to use it for. You're going to have to buy a faster SD chip from what I can see. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm seeing. Now we've got the media mod, which is the microphone, the display mod, which is the screen, the light mod, which throws some light. All those connect to the media mod. And the media mod connects to your battery in the GoPro 8. So now, all these items are sucking off your battery. So how much time do you have? Let's say I record at 1080p at 60 frames a second, and how long can I record with all this other mod stuff connected? Nothing on GoPro's website about that. Yet everybody's yelling, I can't wait to buy it. When's it going to come out? Oh, take my money. I'll wait 2 weeks. Even though I don't know what a mod sounds like. I'm just like, wow. I'm going to go invent something and just tell everybody, I'll give it to you in 3 months, and then I'll invent something and add to it. I mean, just, it's ridiculous. GoPro should have made a video on the media mod with that microphone and showing everybody what it sounds like. Why are they hiding it? I should know if I connect only the media mod to the GoPro 8. Well, how long can I record in 1080p? Pick one, 4K, I don't care, pick one. What happens when I collect the display mod? How long can I record with that? Do I get 1 hour? Do I get 20 minutes? Do I get 5 hours? Why ain't that listed on their website? And the light mod, all this stuff connected. I love the way, don't get me wrong, I love the way it looks. But I'm gun shy when it comes to GoPro. You'll notice I didn't buy the 6, the 7, I didn't buy them. I got the 5 here. I stopped buying GoPro. And so did millions of other people because GoPro stock started falling. GoPro has taken such a hit that it really has to clean its act up. And if this camera does what it says it does, and they're not lying, then this is going to put them on the market again. Everybody's going to switch their vlogging to this camera. But you would think, if you've got a media mod microphone, why would you not even just release one video to show everybody what that sounds like? And be honest about it. And if the sound is amazing when you put that media mod on there, don't you think that's going to generate more sales? So I'm scratching my head and I'm going like, do they not have them yet? And did the guy down at the tech place turn around and say, well, I have it for you in a month. We're pretty close though. We've almost got it. And is the CEO at the top saying, all right, he says a month. Let's release the camera. Let's get the money flowing. Come on, release the camera. We're tight, man. We're getting broke here. Let's release that camera and get some money so we can get that other item up. I've never seen anything where they release a product where you haven't heard or tested everything. Even when they gave the camera to their famous YouTubers that edit the crap out of it and make it so look so cool, you're going to be like, oh yeah, look at that camera. If I buy that camera, I can do that. Bullshit. Okay? Keep this in mind. It's not the camera that makes you an amazing videographer or makes you good at vlogging. It's not the camera. All right? This camera's a tool. Nothing more. And then you got a program where you edit videos like Adobe or Power Director or whatever you're using. And then you got to think about how you're taking that shot. Am I going up? Am I going down? What am I doing? It's your creativity on how you use that tool. That's what it is. So don't go crazy for all these guys running GoPro 8s and they're putting these fancy videos up and they're doing all this B-roll and putting the fancy songs to it. These guys all have what? Subscriptions to, millions of songs where the average Joe doesn't. Most people are using the YouTube music. Like, it is so unreal the way they're showing this camera. I'm just like, are people really falling for this? I don't care about the fancy B-roll. I don't care about the guy on the surfboard. I don't care about the guy falling out of the parachute in the plane. What I want to see is this stuff tested and working. I want to see the media mod where I'm hearing the voice. I want to see what happens when I move it away from my mouth, when you turn the camera. I want to see how this works. You want my hard-earned money, GoPro? Then put a video out showing us. How long is the battery life? And if you look at the microphone on this thing, on the media mod, there's no muff. So is the wind thing built into the camera, and anytime I've ever seen that, the sound sounds like shit. So how do I put a muff over it? I like everything I'm seeing with the GoPro 8, but I feel like they're hiding something. Like if I buy this camera in 2 weeks, I got to spend $400, 50 bucks for a battery charger that'll charge 2 batteries, and then I'll need an extra battery, so that's 20 bucks. So I'm in the 400, 450, 470. I'm pretty much into almost $500 just to have 3 batteries and a GoPro 8. Then I got to wait 2 more months and see when the Media Mod comes out. Oh, great. Okay, here's another 80 bucks GoPro. Then if I want to turn around and have a screen that flips up that I can see myself and frame myself, which is called the display mod, another 80 bucks. And you cannot run the display mod without the media mod. So you need the first one before you do anything. So that's $160 right there you're adding to it. And I got, it's pricey. And not everybody's going to buy this. A lot of people are thinking about buying the 7 because you do save some money. But I got no problem giving GoPro their $700. I got no problem for all that stuff if it actually does what it's supposed to do. And when I don't see a company showing me what the microphone sounds like, and they just put a bunch of pictures on and they say, check it out, oh, it looks so cool. No. Show me. Talk to it. Let me hear what the sound sounds like. What the hell? Why are you hiding it like it's top secret? Like James Bond, we can't show you. Oh, buy the camera first. Anybody that buys this camera before the Media Mod's release is a fool if you need that microphone. If you need it, you are better to wait the next couple of months and wait until some few reviews come out. Be patient and see what's going on. What's the battery life? Is it only 30 minutes? Is it 1 hour? Get the information you need to find out if this is worth you parting with your hard-earned dollars, because this ain't cheap at all. If the microphone sounded great, GoPro, go make one video. I would buy this right now. I could wait for the Media Mod if I could hear it. But that's scary to hand them almost $500 and then the Media Mod's released, and then what? Sounds like a tin can? Now you can connect apparently a 3.5 mic to it, so I could put a lapel mic on it. But again, I don't know how it's working with the sounds and how they sound. You're buying this blindly. And $550 is a lot of money to spend for something to buy blindly that they're not giving you the proper information for everything. And everybody's making a video on GoPro 8. It's the best thing. Oh my God, it's better than sliced bread. It's amazing. I'm not falling for it. Every GoPro they ever made had problems. So what are the problems with this one? I'm so sick and tired of these guys advertising how great something is when they're all full of shit. Because they don't want to say something bad because they got it for free or they got some kickback or something. Pay attention to the marketing. Pay attention to the advertising. They are not showing you everything that's going on. All they're doing is giving you a GoPro, and you don't even know how these other things work. Oh, and get this. You have to buy new batteries with this GoPro. The batteries I use for this, they won't work with that. Nope. So I not only have to carry different batteries for this one, I got to carry different batteries for that one, and I need a different charger for that one. I need a different charger for the 4. I need a different charger for the 5. I'm just carrying all this extra weight. Like, hey, man, I'm Superman. You would think GoPro would come up with some bloody standard and say, all right, here's what we got. When GoPro 9 comes out, different batteries. It never ends. But I will say this much. If the microphone works fine, and the GoPro does the stabilization, which I believe it does it really well, I'm sold. Because it will sit on this bracket perfectly on my shoulder. It won't sit way up in the air and make it look like an idiot. It'll come right down into a more compact design, for example. If I pull this off, it'll come more down to a compact design like that and look a lot better. Plus, it has the video stabilization, and I love that. So if it does that, yeah, I'll be buying one. But I don't know why they're holding off from letting us hear the microphone, and I would like to know how you're going to put a muff over the sound, or am I going to have to come up with something and be all creative? I don't know. But there's a lot of I don't knows, as you can tell. A lot of I don't knows and a lot of money. But to mod this thing out, to have 3 batteries, you're into $680. You might as well say $700. And if everything works and does what it's supposed to do, okay, then it might be worth buying. But I don't believe you're going to run 4K for an hour or 2 hours or anything like that whatsoever. I don't believe that. I think you're going to have the same heat issues like I found with that other guy. He said it was 115 that I found on that post, to where it was overheating like crazy. So I think you're going to have heat issues with this too. But one thing's for sure, they're not telling us everything. Watch your dollars, watch the hype. You may want to wait a couple months before you do anything with GoPro 8. Catch you guys on the next one.